GirlsBoast.com, I'm Metal Mark here with the lovely Alissa from Arch Enemy, the second night of the tour.
Yeah.
So how was last night?
It was awesome. First day of tour is always a little chaotic, especially when you're, not a band from that country, so you have to sort of fly in gear and stuff, but it was great.
Yeah, obviously the fans have been dying for Arch Enemy to come back to the States, and obviously being the new front woman, is there like so much more energy for you to get out on that stage?
I feel like Arch Enemy's music, out of all the bands that I've played with, is the one that allows me to perform in the most energetic way, just because the music is written in that way. So I definitely have the most fun performing with Arch Enemy, but it's funny because for me, I've played so many shows with Arch Enemy now, but none of them have been in like sort of my home territory of North America. So it's sort of like a new challenge, I guess, to overcome now touring Canada and the States.
Yeah, well, obviously with the Agonist, and you did some stuff with Camelot, but playing that first show with Arch Enemy, were you kind of nervous? Was there some nerves in you, or were you like, I just want to kill it?
I would have been nervous, except for the fact that we had like a bunch of problems leading up to the show. Like our bus broke down, and then the driver kind of went crazy, and then like we only got to the show like half an hour before stage time, so I didn't even have time to be nervous, which was, I think, in the end kind of a good thing, because then I just had to like go right into it, But when we got off the stage, there was definitely like, a rush of like, holy fuck, we did it, like finally, we've been working for so long on this and now we did it. So yeah, first show was very special.
Yeah. Well, obviously War Eternal is the new phenomenal record that you're out promoting and playing. How much of the new stuff can we hear?
We actually were booked all the way up until the end of 2015 with War Eternal touring. So by that point, we'll probably be playing a whole lot of it. Right now, we're playing like, a good balance of like new stuff. And then, with Arch Enemy, when you have that many like hit songs off of that many records, you kind of need to like play those. So there's not that much time to play all the new stuff, but we're definitely, playing a good amount. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, especially like your approach to the album, like obviously it sounds like Arch Enemy, but then you did some like of your own stuff, hints here and there.
Yeah.
Were you kind of like hesitant about it? Were you like, I have to put my own stamp on this?
No, I mean that just comes naturally, like I don't even know what my stamp is, but I know like people say like, oh, that sounds like you, or that sounds like you, and I guess that's just what I naturally end up doing with songs when I get them. But yeah, I think it was a good sort of balance, in a way. I sort of made a conscious effort to write a little bit like Angela. But then again, Michael also wrote some of the lyrics, so those automatically are Arch Enemy like 100% anyways. So I think what the end result was like a good balance of, opening new doors to maybe like new, more experimental or progressive zones, and then also keeping that traditional Arch Enemy sound. Yeah,
I think it really like opens up for like future records to where you can maybe like go even heavier or softer, but it opens the door to everything.
Yeah, we really have the extremes of softness and heaviness on this album, so
very cool.
And fast and slow too. So, yeah.
Well, talk about the fans, because the way you guys did the transition was phenomenal, because it was very respectful from Angela, from you, from like everybody.
Yeah.
And the fans obviously loved it as well. I mean, it landed with number 44 on Billboard. Like, unbelievable. Like to have that support like immediately from the fans. Is that crazy for you?
Yeah, I mean, I've worked as a singer in metal bands for like over 10 years now. So I've definitely kind of put in my time building that underground family, that underground loyal fan base. And with Arch Enemy, it's like a big family too. Like the crew, from management side in the band, everyone's, we're all like working on a common goal, and that goal is to like bring great music to as many people as possible. Yeah. And because of that, we made sure that we were doing everything the way that it would be best for the fans and also for everyone involved. So there was never any, negativity with Angela deciding to leave or anything like that. It was just like, she wanted to retire from the stage. She found a solution so that the band could keep going and she'll still manage. And, we wanted to make sure that with the fans, they would understand that also. We didn't want to just throw it out there like it didn't matter, because obviously that's, the end of an era and the beginning of a new era. And so that's why we waited until we had War Eternal totally finished and ready to present. And I think it's amazing that the fans have been really supportive, because from my perspective, like I base things on the music. Like if the music's good, I don't care where it's coming from. But I know that sometimes like it's hard to let go of certain things, and I'm really glad that the fans actually took the time to give our music the proper listen it deserves and judge us based on that.
Yeah, well, obviously with the set list of doing the old and new, being a fan of the band before, is there like a certain old classic that every time you play you're like, hell yes?
Yeah, I mean, there's certain songs that I really enjoy, like Ravenous is super fun for me, We Will Rise is really cool. My Apocalypse, Nemesis. There's
just
like,
all of them.
Yeah, I mean they're
all
awesome.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's really, this music is so great. It's so much fun to play live. It sounds great live, so that's really cool too. That's really important actually when you're writing a song, to make sure that the fans can actually engage with it live. So yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. Well, for the rest of the tour, are you going to be all over the world for the rest of the year and early next year?
Yeah. I mean, we've been kind of all over the world already this year, except for Australia and South America, but we've pretty much done everything else. We did Europe, a lot of Europe, Russia, Japan, now North America, and next year we already have, we have South America, another Europe festivals.
Are you going to do Antarctica?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Because penguins are true metalheads. They have corpse paint on.
Evidently.
Naturally.
Evidently.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. Well, we'll let you get ready for the set. Do you have any final words to the people out there?
Just thank you very much for supporting Arch Enemy and supporting me in this crazy couple of years. And I'm glad you enjoy War Eternal. And if you haven't checked it out yet, check it out, and we will see you soon.
Very cool. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
War Eternal's out right now on Century Media.